If you're tired all the time and you've had a blood test that came back normal, and you're still tired, I want you to watch this one. Because there's a specific, extremely common thing that standard blood tests routinely miss, and it sits right at the center of everything we talk about on this channel. It's iron. And by the end of this video, you'll understand why iron deficiency makes you tired in a way that goes far deeper than most people realize, and importantly, what to actually do about it. Which I'll tell you now is not what you think. Let's start with what you've probably been told about iron. Iron carries oxygen. It's in hemoglobin, the protein in your red blood cells, and it ferries oxygen from your lungs to your tissues. When you're low on iron, you can become anemic, your blood carries less oxygen, and you feel tired. That's all true. But it's only half the story, and honestly, it's the less interesting half. Here's the part almost nobody tells you. Iron is physically built into your energy machinery, not near it, inside it. Think back to the electron transport chain, that assembly line inside your mitochondria where the vast majority of your cellular energy gets made. Electrons get passed down a series of 4 protein complexes, and that flow produces ATP, the energy your body spends on everything. Now, what are those complexes actually made of? Iron. Structures called iron-sulfur clusters are essential cofactors inside complexes 1, 2, and 3. And complex 4, the final step, is built using heme, which is an iron-containing molecule. Research shows that when heme is deficient, the assembly of complex 4 is specifically impaired, causing direct energy production deficits. Iron-sulfur clusters are also required for aconitase, an enzyme in the citric acid cycle, another core part of how you make energy. So take that in. Iron isn't a nice-to-have helper. It's a structural component of the machine. If you're low on iron, it's not just that your blood carries less oxygen. It's that the factories themselves are missing parts. That is why iron deficiency produces a specific, heavy, bone-deep kind of tiredness. Your cells genuinely cannot make energy properly. Now let me get to the part that I think is the most practically useful thing in this video. You can be iron deficient with a completely normal blood test. Here's why. Most standard screening looks at your hemoglobin, checking whether you're anemic. But anemia is the last stage of iron deficiency, not the first. Your body will drain your iron stores, the reserves kept in a protein called ferritin, long before your hemoglobin starts to fall. So you can have nearly empty iron reserves, feel exhausted, and be told your blood work looks fine. This condition is called iron deficiency without anemia, and it's staggeringly common. Researchers estimate it affects around 1.6 billion people worldwide, and describe it as widely underrecognized and underdiagnosed. It disproportionately affects women of childbearing age, who make up roughly 70% of the world's iron-deficient population, largely due to menstrual blood loss and the demands of pregnancy. And here's the meaningful part. Clinical trials have found that non-anemic women with unexplained fatigue and low iron stores often do genuinely feel better once their iron is corrected. Their fatigue improves. Their aerobic capacity improves. So this is real, it's common, and it's routinely missed. Which brings me to what you should actually do. And I want to be very clear here because this is exactly the kind of topic where the internet gives dangerous advice. Please do not just go buy iron supplements. I mean that. Seriously. For 2 reasons. The first is that iron is not harmless in excess. Your body has no efficient mechanism for getting rid of extra iron. It accumulates. Too much iron causes real damage, and there are genetic conditions of iron overload that are common enough that large-scale screening studies exist for them. Taking iron you don't need is not a neutral act. The second reason is more important, and it's the one I really want you to hear. Being low on iron is often a clue about something else. Doctors are trained to ask why. Is there heavy menstrual bleeding? Is there celiac disease impairing absorption? Is there bleeding somewhere in the digestive tract? These are things that genuinely need finding. If you just take an iron pill and feel a bit better, you may have silenced an alarm that was trying to tell you something. Guidance is explicit that checking for causes like heavy periods, celiac disease, and gastrointestinal bleeding matters before starting supplementation. So the right move is refreshingly simple. Go to your doctor and ask specifically for a ferritin test and mention your fatigue. Ferritin measures your actual iron stores, not just whether you've crossed the line into anemia. If you've been told your blood is normal but you're still exhausted, ask whether ferritin was actually checked because often it wasn't. And let your doctor guide what happens next, including the dose and the form, because that's genuinely individual. On food, iron from meat is absorbed more easily than iron from plants, and vitamin C improves absorption of plant iron. So pairing beans or spinach with something like peppers or citrus helps. But food strategy comes after you know your status, not instead of knowing it. So finally, where does a supplement like Mitochondrial fit into this? Honestly, nowhere, and I want to say that plainly. Iron isn't in Mitochondrial. And more to the point, if you are genuinely iron deficient, no amount of CoQ10 or PQQ will fix it. You'd be missing a structural piece of the machine, and no supporting nutrient substitutes for a missing part. Sort the iron out with your doctor first. That's the honest answer. And I'd rather give you that than sell you something that wouldn't help. If you're exhausted and nobody's checked your iron, go ask. Check the link in the description below to learn more about supporting your cellular energy with Mitochondrial. And if you appreciate getting the real science, including the parts that don't sell anything, hit subscribe. Every week we break down the actual cellular science of healthy energy in plain language you can use. We post every morning. I want to be fully transparent with you. The link in the description below is an affiliate link. I might earn a small commission at no extra cost to you. I only share what I genuinely think is helpful. This video is for educational purposes only and is not intended as medical advice. Always consult a qualified healthcare professional before making changes to your diet or lifestyle.